Hello everybody, back here again. I'm just going to vlog a day, and today is Sunday the 3rd, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got this morning, fairly decent time frame. My dog had pooped all over the floor again, so I had that cleanup to do. I don't know what's up with him. He's as good as dead. I'm trying to, he hasn't, except that's the biggest problem he has. He has a little slow getting up, but overall he's pretty good. So we got the dogs out, get the mess cleaned up, everything that had to be done there. Got the dogs all taken care of, got them all fed. Had another dog that was getting dropped off for daycare early this morning, so I was like, I'll get my run in. So I went ahead and went for my run way earlier than I normally do. Normally I run in the evenings. That way I'm sitting outside all day and do what I'm doing. I'm kind of gross and sweaty and stuff, so I'll go get my run in the hottest part of the day, which is always kind of dumb, but I guess it's good for you to sweat. So go out there and get my good sweat on and stuff. But instead I ran in the morning, which is a thing that sucks because my body doesn't move as good when it's fresh. In the morning I have a lot more tight muscles, and I do better as I loosen up throughout the day. So but I got my run in, went and kept my run super short just to make sure I got it done, keep my run streak alive and all that good fun stuff, and then headed back in. Had a dog supposed to be getting dropped off at like 8 a.m. I think it was supposed to be dropped off. Reached out and they basically said, oh yeah, we're not coming. Like, okay, I guess that fucking sucks, but I gotta give that spot to somebody else. But oh well, it is what it is. And the way Rover is set up, I can't charge a cancellation fee because I guess it's considered a daycare. There's no cancellation fee available for that. So lost that spot, but it is what it is. So got back, and ironically they texted me just as I was getting like out of the shower, so they should have already been here. I'm getting out of the shower and they said they're not coming. So if I'd known that even half an hour early, 45 minutes early, I could have at least went and ran longer and get my run in, but it didn't happen. So but another dog got dropped off. He's over here quite a bit, and I went ahead and he got dropped off, I don't know, at 9:30 or so in the morning. And I just hang out with the dogs and stuff. And one of the things I do with dogs is I'll bring all their dogs inside, the new dogs here. I'll kick them outside, let them go sniff the yard and kind of smell the yard and kind of settle in and get their energy level down a bit. Then I introduced the 2 new dogs to it, and the new dog out there introduced a couple dogs that he'd never met. One he'd played with before, which is the Doodle, and then a new one, another pit bull he'd never met before. And the pit bull was super nice, but they're both big, powerful dogs, and I was not too certain how it was going to go down because they're both trying to be a little on the dominant side, and it was interesting. They got playing, they got a little rough, and to the point the Doodle, which normally is right inside with everybody's fighting and wrestling and getting kicked around and stomped on and accidental and all that kind of stuff, that it was literally to the point like he's like, nope. He came over and stood next to me like, these guys are crazy. So they wrestled around. They finally found their own pace. They found their space in that. In the middle of playing and wrestling pretty hard, the one dog stopped, took a poop, which explains to you, if you know dog etiquette, that proves that there's no aggression. This is all just playfulness and fun, because the most vulnerable a dog ever is when they're pooping in the middle of what some people would perceive as a lot of aggression. A dog wouldn't stop to take a poop. So made me feel a lot better. The dogs got along great. Brought the rest of the dogs out. Everybody had a good time. Dawson, which is a really old dog I'm watching, he was out even getting the wrestling and whatnot. And every once in a while he gets knocked over. He's really old. When he gets knocked over, he screams, yells like, oh shit. It's like, it reminds me of like an old lady falling down at a barbecue and that noise they make when they're falling, kind of thing. So little Eddie Murphy joke of the ant falling down the stairs kind of thing. It's kind of what it reminds me of. So but yeah, they've been having a good time. Just hung around the day because I ran so early in the morning. It kind of threw off my brain. I was like, did I run already, kind of thing? But well, whatever. So we were kind of back and forth in that whole thing. So but went ahead, basically just hanging around the day. Talked to my father-in-law, ended up ordering him some shelves for his record collection. He wanted me to order like 6 of them. I'm like, let's just order 1 and make sure it's not crap. And I had to have it shipped in. They're actually Lowe's is mailing it directly to my house, so that'll save me the hassle of trying to go up there and get it. It's not something to keep in stock. So but I was like, okay, that's cool. So I went ahead and got that done. Had to log back in and figure out what my password and stuff was for Lowe's. I forgot what it was. I don't go on Lowe's website very often, so got that done, taken care of. Hung around for the day. Everything's going good. The Doodle went home fairly early-ish, so which kind of sucked because the Doodle was actually adding a lot more of the playful energy, keeping the dogs playing. But the rest of the dogs, the other 2, just wrestled and played and had a great time, and then napped, and then wrestled and played and napped and wrestled, played and napped. So Wife was in and out of the office, working on stuff here at the house, trying to get things done, and just sleeping a lot because the injury and stuff and everything she's got going on. It just takes a lot out of you being injured. So, but she was dealing with that whole fun stuff there. So it's always a good time. But from there, I went ahead and got a couple other things done. It's time for dinner. We ended up having leftovers, but we had leftover manwich mix, and I wanted to do like a nacho taco kind of thing, or nacho tater tot nachos, and with the sloppy joe mix. So we had made up some tater tots in there. Mom ended up having like a sandwich, something, I guess, manwich 2 days in a row, supposedly upsets her stomach or something. So we knocked out that, had a nice little dinner, watched an episode of Grace and Frankie, and then headed outside, enjoyed the nice beautiful weather. And one of the dogs that came picked up their dog, and it was all good. He went home. It was later than normal. She never comes and picks him up after dark, and I was looking over the fence, so I was knowing she was getting close, and I saw a black SUV with a blonde lady driving real slow with a polka dotted type outfit shirt that she had on with the dome light on, driving slow. So I thought she missed it, so I headed inside, grabbed the dog and the leash and head out. And I was like, what the hell? I didn't hear from her, So I started to text, hey, you missed my driveway, you might want to turn around. And I was like, well, maybe that wasn't her. So I just sent her my address again, just in case. And she goes, I got the text. And I was like, it was just a couple minutes after that, she pulls in the driveway. And it wasn't her. It was completely different. Another short blonde woman wearing the same color top that she was wearing in a black SUV with the light on. And I looked back and I realized I think it was like a Dodge SUV, and she drives a Jeep. So we had a good chuckle about it. She goes, I was confused, like, did I miss it? When I saw your text, I was on the phone with somebody. I was like, what the hell? I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And we laughed about that a little bit. So got the dog, they went home, everything's good there. Headed back out back, played with the pups, and finished my cigar, headed in and called it a night. Watched a little bit of, I ended up watching a NYC, or Blue Bloods. I ended up watching because Karen didn't feel like watching anything tonight. So she kind of was there and awake and playing on her phone, not really paying attention to it. So she can start turning her brain off a little quicker to go to bed. So that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.